Hey guys, Sunstreaker Wozza here, and welcome to day 66 of the live streams. Welcome. So, yeah, today we're going to do a bit more level on the sixth gun, see how far we can get him up. We've got some more combat chips, see if we can get 4-star Tyraxodon, maybe another 4-star Night Stalker, seeing as that's all I seem to get. That's the only 4-star I seem to get. I did get Flak in the first bundle, but I've had I think it's 3 actual duplicate Night Stalkers now. I think it is. So getting a lot of dupes of Night Stalker at the minute. I do want to talk about something important though, just at the beginning of the stream. I've never touched upon it, and I think I need to sort of talk about it a bit, something off topic as well. And yeah, any questions you've got, make sure you put them in the stream and I will do my best to answer it. It can be Transformers Earth Wars related, generally Transformers related, even if you've got a question about me personally, fire it in the chat. I will do my best to answer it. So let's see who we've got. So Stuck in Beta is first in the chat. Welcome. And Destroyer didn't make it even to top 3 this time. That's a shock. We've got Grind Time. Welcome, brother. Grand Galvatron. Sharks here. 2 of the mods we have. Welcome. What else we got? Dakota. Becoming a main regular now. See pretty much every single stream. Destroyer. You got there in the end, though. It's okay. You didn't make it first, but that's okay. Don't worry about it. Have we got anyone else? I think that might be Laser Optimus. Welcome, a fellow player of my Mirage Jake. Bulkhead Hobbies. Welcome to the stream. I think this is the first time I have seen you in there. So yeah, welcome to the stream. So and Vincent as well. So before I start taking 2 questions, I want to talk about something today. So today we're a bit slow on shopping, a bit off topic, like I said. And we went shopping today. We have massive malls for supermarkets in America. I went to this huge one in the centre of Manchester today, and it was a stressful experience. Just the lack of social distancing was ridiculous, to the point where I had to went to the manager and said, "This is a joke." So I just want to put it out there. I don't want to bang on about this too much, but I just want to put out there that, social distancing is there for a reason, guys. Whether you believe in it or not, whether you think it's the right thing, you know what? That doesn't matter. What you've got to do is you've got to appreciate that, other people are trying to keep to the rules. Don't appreciate people, social distancing, you've got to stick to those rules, guys. And, I just want to put it out there that, until this is all blown over, let's just try and stick to the rules, and let's just, try and keep everyone happy, so to speak. Because, like I said, I know some people say, I don't believe in it, and I think it's all rubbish, etc. And, that's your opinion. You're entitled to it, but let's also respect other people's opinions too. So, yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Anyway, I thought I'd have to get that off my chest, so to speak. I did see a question from Vincent. Do you know if 8 were buff gunners? Flak has made gunners kind of redundant. Well, I don't think so. I don't know, Vincent, because a quick history of Transformers. So I think I've talked about this in the past, but when the game first came out, I'll look at the team anyway. So when the game first came out, obviously I think we had about 20, 30 bots, something like that. So the likes of Jazz, if we can even find Jazz, the likes of Jazz were like amazing. I couldn't get a 4-star Jazz for love nor money. Could not get it. And he was amazing. Jets too. Everyone wanted Skydive. Everyone wanted Jetfire. Firefly, not so much because he had less damage. Stormclash, even less. And the game evolved. Every HQ that comes out, the game evolves differently. So it was very much Jets at the start, and Jets have gone wayward. Every single HQ, as it's gone on, Jets have got less and less and less useful. And Gunners probably peaked at maybe HQ 15, where they were essential. 16, they weren't essential. People were using them a lot, and 17 less. So eventually, yeah, gunners will probably get a buff, but I don't think it's going to be anytime soon. They've already had a buff in health, and I can't see them getting a buff anytime soon. I really can't. I think some bots may get a buff that are gunners, like maybe Mirage, for example. I think some bots like that need a bit of work, but I can't see gunners getting a buff. I really can't. Personally, I mean, Scouts had a buff recently, about a year and a half ago, something like that. Gunners have had a buff in health. Jets have had a health buff. Special bots, I don't think, need a health buff. So the bots that have been left for quite a while, to be honest with you, are Warriors. Well, no, they had a buff. They had a buff in damage to walls. So they've had increased damage. So, you know, all bots have had a buff recently. I'm trying to think, is there any bots that haven't had a buff recently? Healers, which I don't think they need. I don't think they need a buff, to be fair. Yeah, I don't think they need to. I really don't. So I don't think they will, to be fair. I think we'll get some better gunners coming out over the next. Well, I don't think the next bot's going to be a gunner, because we did ask in the playtest chat about, there was something about 6 guns ability, about a combo. And we said, right, well, let's take that out for now. But on the next gunner we have, why can't we have X? I think we're talking about a sort of long range gunner ability, like Silverbot range. And Fabian said that it's unlikely we'd see a gunner anytime soon. So it sounds like they've got a plan for the next few bots, and I doubt it'll be a gunner, to be fair. Don't open up to personal questions. Yeah, good point. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, let's just leave that question alone about my weight. That's just really strange. It's not even like I'm huge. It's not like I'm grotesque and overweight either. It's just one of them questions. Just don't ask someone. It's like someone's age. Ask someone's age either. Really, it's just a bit strange. But yeah. Is there any more questions in the chat before we start? Let's have a look. Stuck in beta says a nice Jazz. I rarely use him now, to be fair. That Jazz got leveled there. Oops, sorry. Jazz got leveled there at like HQ 15. I think he's not one level since. Even his core's only on level 10. So it's very rare that I actually use Jazz. So yeah, he's decent. I could probably get him maybe up to one shot in beams and launches, but I don't know. I don't have used to him. I think he's very expensive what you get. But yeah. Yeah, the best gunners are special bots nowadays, sadly. That's what we're finding. People put in flak on gunners, which I find a bit strange. I get it. But we put flak and primer on a high DPS gunner with a better ability than Skyburst, then yeah, but I think the main bot that has suffered from this buff is Skyburst. So if any bot is going to get a buff, I would give Skyburst ability a buff. That's what I would do, including the G1 core as well. Who would I want as a buff? I've said Mirage. Sorry, fun in my throat. I've said Mirage all along. He's one of the original bots in the game. He's really, really awful ability. Just totally lacking. I mean, I've had Mirage, let's say, what, for 3 years now? Because the game's 4 years now. The game's been out 4 years, but I played in beta. So I've been playing the game for 4 years and 5 months, pretty much. 4 years, 5 months, yeah. Give or take. 4 years, 4 months, something like that. So I've had Mirage pretty much that long. And my Mirage is still level 44. And him, Slug, and Sideswipe. So Mirage, Slug, and Sideswipe, Cliff Jumper, Power Glide, Air Raid. These are some of the original bots that I had. Original bots. I mean, like, one of the first lots to come to the game. The first bots that first came in the game. You're talking these sort of bots that need a buff. These other bots I've had low down will come a lot later. I mean, Victoria game, what was it? 2 years ago? 2 years ago, but still, that's only 2 years ago. Mirage been around for 4 years. 4 years, and he's still not had a buff in 4 years. He's well overdue a buff in 4 years. Slug 2, 4 years without a buff. Sideswipe, 4 years without a buff. These sort of bots have had for too long now. So I think those bots, the original bots that we first got in the game, need a bit of a buff now, really. I really do. Definitely Dust Up 2. But like I said, she wasn't really the one of the originals, so to speak, Dust Up. So I get that she may be back of the pile, so to speak. Buff Links more. I don't think so. My Skylinks can at level 6110. So yeah, definitely not. Which combine is best for power leveling? The one you got highest, pretty much, but out of Volcanicus, Defensor, and Victorian, all three are really good. Whichever you've got highest out of them will last longest. And do more damage, basically. So yeah. Whether you've got highest out of Defensor, Volcanicus, and Victorian, I wouldn't really use Altus Maximus or Superion, but they have said that Superion is going to get a buff. They have. What card did I get? I got a Kia Sportage GT version. So yeah, in white, it was pretty good. Diesel, I had it delivered from about 100 miles away. Because of lockdown, you can't go around and shopping for cars. You can't actually get in them and test drive them. So you've literally got to. Luckily enough, I'd been sort of a test drive before then when I bought my last car, and I liked it, but I wasn't sure money wise. But been promoted since then. I actually written my car off, my last car, so I got paid out for that and put that towards my next car. So yeah, it's a nice car. Yeah, good miles to the gallon. I do quite a lot of miles of work. In terms of commuting, I do about 50 miles a day commuting. I don't know if that's a lot in America, 50 miles, but it is for in England anyway. The average person does about 12,000 miles a year, about 15,000, and that's just really pretty much commuting. So yeah, pretty nice car. Got any more questions? Jazz Geo Metal Core is a great core. Definitely put it on Jazz. Got a frog in my throat. Yeah, well, I don't know if it's American anything phrase, but it just means you got a bit of a hoarse throat, basically, or a croaky throat, so to speak. What do I think about Starscream dying? Well, that means one thing: Starscream's ghost. Definitely means Starscream's ghost is coming to the game. Definitely, 110%. I mentioned this years ago, about 2 years ago, and I mentioned Starscream's ghost, and I mentioned someone else. I mentioned another Autobot. And I can't remember who it was. I can't remember. I did mention an Autobot counterpart that they could use with it as well. But yeah, Starscream's ghost got to be in the game. It's got to be some sort of, I don't know, hacking or some sort of obviously invisibility of some kind, or I really think they should have bots that are powerful against certain things. So say Starscream's ghost doesn't get seen by cannons, doesn't get seen by beam lasers, or something like that. Just something where a particular bot is good against a particular defense. It just frees up, people using the same bots over and over again. And people may think, you know what, actually, that bot would be good in that situation. I'm going to level that bot just for that situation. And then in that situation, they are lethal. But you're leveling one bot for a certain situation, but he's unbelievable in that situation. So, again, it depends around base design. So, the more variation, the better. Definitely. But yeah, 100% means the Ghost of Galvatron's coming to the game. Definitely. Maybe a few more seconds to Mirage's ability. Maybe. I just think it needs a bit more of something. I don't know. I think maybe he should have stun on his gun or something. So not only does he have stun ability, but his ability, his normal attack stuns as well, maybe. How do I feel about this event? Stuck in Betas ask. It's chilled out. They don't want to burn everyone out, and I get they have these events every now and again. No, if we had Super XP events every single week, we get tons of complaints. So it's good that we split these sort of these events up a bit. Have some easy events every now and again. Take a weekend off, so to speak, grinding, and you can just sort of free to play it, chill out. So yeah, even though it is slightly boring to speak, I understand why they do it and agree with it. To be fair, I do. So man, how's it going? Or Caleb, is it? Sorry, did I pronounce that correctly? I hope so. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, well, yeah, I think that's a travesty, to be honest with you, not having Superior and being able to target the HQ. It is a bit of a travesty. What else have we got? Bouncing to other targets. Good idea. Oh, Slash, what are you doing? Oh, and the bots are going all over now. Well, this is not going too well. It was until Slash and Jetfire went the wrong way. Who we got? What else have we got in the stream? Let's have a look. Yeah, they all can target the HQ apart from that. So yeah. Ectotron? Who the hell's Ectotron? Never heard of Ectotron. Sharks, Grand Galvatron. Yeah, I think Superior needs a buff. So I think that, so honestly, his 4-star ability isn't too bad, but his 3-star abilities are appalling. Really bad. So definitely need an increase, so to speak. Is it possessing the same thing as hacking? Yeah, that's why I said it's Sharks. It's going to be a hack ability, because that's pretty much what it is. Let's be honest. So yeah. Thanks for posting the Discord server in the chat, Sharksy. So if you're not in the Discord server yet, guys, make sure you're in there, because today's stream is a subject of today's trivia every single day, guys. Make sure you watch the stream. Make sure you're in the Discord server. I think it's about 225, something like that, members now. So doing really well, progressing. Loads of info in there. It's really, really good. I'm quite proud of it and quite pleased with it. Mods are doing a great job as well. How useful is 6-gun? I think he's the most powerful gunner in the game. I really do. And one of the most powerful one-shots in the game. There's although it's like a kind of AoE ability, you can still use it as a one-shot and can one-shot anything. Pretty much. I used my 4-star 45-4 6-gun the other day to take out a HQ 16 mortar at 45-4, which is ridiculous, really, if you think about it, to be HQ sort of 16 ready. Oh yeah, I get that. Yeah, the Ghostbusters. Sorry, yeah. I won't want that in the game. I don't like crossovers. I like Transformers to be Transformers. 229 members. There you go. Thanks, Sharks. Cheers. So just to compare as well, I was looking at this earlier. So the likes of Skyburst, I compare Skyburst because they both have an ability that covers a big area. Not ability, sorry, their normal attack covers a large area. So I think 6-gun and Skyburst are both good options for primer, and both good options in terms of, an AoE sort of gunner, so to speak, in normal attack. And so a level 54 Skyburst has 480 DPS and 7,000 health. So forget ability, because 6-gun beats Skyburst hands down. ability-wise. And before anyone says it, yes, we know that Skyburst is not a gunner. She's special, but she's still a gunner. Let's be honest. Let's just put it out there. So, yeah, 480 DPS, 7,000 health. And then we look at 6 gun. So that's a 5-star Skyburst at level 54. So let's look at 6 gun. And 250 DPS. So we expect, but 5,000 health is not a million miles behind Skyburst already. It's ability that, so I reckon it'd be close to the 5-star in terms of when he gets to level 54 in terms of DPS and health, but his ability sets him away from everyone else. His ability is amazing, honestly. And I don't just say this, guys. You know, if I do a review of a bot and you hear me say, yeah, he's okay, that means he's okay. Literally, he's okay. He's not bad. I don't think any bot's rubbish and awful, but some are just okay. If I say he's decent, it means, yeah, it's pretty good. If I say this bot's amazing, it means it's amazing. It means that even I want this bot, and even I think this bot will make my war team. And considering I've got quite a few 5-star, that says a lot. So, and 6 gun will definitely make my war team. Definitely. What my views on Bumblebee? Does it need a buff? Yeah, it is very cheap to use. And here's my sort of point on these sort of low cost bots. If you're investing for the percentage bots, I'll explain that in a minute, and low cost ability points and high ones, because like the Star Saber at HQ 12, it's almost impossible to use him really effectively at HQ 12, 13, and 14 because of the lack of ability points. Now, as ability points go up for each HQ, Star Saber gets cheaper because at HQ 16, 2 Saber Swipes pretty much takes up 100% of your ability points at the start, and you need to start earning ability points back before you can use more abilities. So it can be quite hard. But then when HQ 17 comes along and you get more ability points, then that means he's cheaper, so to speak, compared to how many points you have. So the more ability points are available, the cheaper that bot becomes. Same with every other bot, though. Every other bot becomes a bit cheaper to use. But obviously then you need more abilities because the defenses have got higher HP. But the low-cost bots, same again, they're becoming less and less in cost, in relativeness, because of the increase in ability points. And when I mentioned about the percentage bots, so when you reflect 75% of damage against a HQ 12, that's not a lot of damage, really, let's be honest. It's quite minimal. So the likes of Hotspot, when you're at HQ 12, reflecting damage back, it's not going to do much damage. But as you go up in the HQs, that percentage that you reflect back obviously goes up with the amount of damage they deal. So if Hotspot will gain 2,000 damage over those 7 seconds or whatever it is at HQ, say 15, he'll probably receive 5,000 damage at HQ 17. So obviously he's reflecting a lot more damage back. So as the HQs increase, those percentages will become more useful, like tracks. It reflects, it covers your bots for 60% of damage. 60% of damage at HQ 12, you won't really notice that much. Whereas 60% of damage at HQ 17 is a hell of a lot of protection. So HQ 18 will mean even more protection, so to speak. Hotspot will reflect even more damage back. And so those kind of bots that reflect damage back are percentage bots, what I call, that reflect by percentages, not an amount. They don't do an amount. It's all about percentage dealt or percentage protection. They come into their own the further up HQs you come. So just keep that in mind. Good little tip. So if you're choosing who to invest in, so to speak. What combat bot will I put on 6 gun? None at the minute, to be fair. I think my combat bots are pretty much set now. I don't think he really needs one. With his low health, maybe Lionizer, maybe. Because what I've sort of realized is that you don't get much use out of Lionizer on a tank because they don't die, basically. So you're going to get a lot more use out of Lionizer if you put it on a low health bot and that bot dies. That's sort of how I've sort of seen it testing. Because I put it on Rook and I rarely see Lionizer. It increases DPS, I know that, but honestly, I rarely see him come out because most of the time he's on Rook and Rook stays alive most of the time. So, and then when he does die, it means Lionizer is right at the front and Lionizer just dies very quickly. So, yeah, Lionizer maybe on 6 gun, but I think Primer is the best core for him. And then after that, there's none yet. But as I said yesterday, looking forward to some defensive or some support combat bots next. I think that's what's needed to the game, maybe. Maybe. $59.8. There we are. 403 DPS and 8,000 health. So maybe a bit less than 5-star Skyburst then at a lower level. But still really credible. You think you know him, Sharks? Here? Well, give him a shout. Tell him to join the stream. I don't know what to say about that. I'm not going to criticize his base when I'm walking over his base with quite high level bots. You know, it's not fair, really. You can't even watch that replay back and even have any sort of feedback from it, really. It's not fair, so to speak, but yeah. Also, fair point. Yeah, Lionizer can't go on gunners. There you go. That's why I haven't put on a gunner yet then. Good point, Miss Lexic. Who to put it on then? Who do you put Lionizer on? It's got to be melee bots. There's no real melee bots that have low health, so I can't think. Who are we talking about here? Hang on a minute. Where he dies, he releases a heal grenade. Interesting. The only thing with that is that I think healing's overpowered in the game at the minute with tracks and protection wise. So maybe they won't do any defensive bots anytime soon. Oh, this is interesting. Try and use 3 bots if I can. There, we'll drop them down. I don't think we're going to be able to do this. No, we're not. No, there's not enough there. I need 11 ability points for that. Oh, hang on. Oh, I love that. I didn't even see that. Woohoo! I need one more, though. Get one more off. Go on, I need another ability point before he walks off. Oh, I didn't kill it. Doesn't matter anyway. That's a nice lineup, though, for Warpath there, isn't it? Putting all those in a line. Our Kaiser will come first. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. And I think that obviously Computron then maybe Skyrain next year. It's easy to do. But then again, there's not the thing you got to think out Skyrain. The only bot that people really need to chase at a high level is Trailbreaker. So when they bring combiners out, they want to ideally bring out 5 new bots because they were to bring out Grand Galvatron. What are the I'm not too sure, but what are the 5 bots for Grand Galvatron? Are they in the game? I'm not too sure. I'm not really up on that sort of folklore, so to speak. I'm sure someone other than me knows the 5 or 6 bots that are in Grand Galvatron. All right, so there we go. Right, so so you got to think if they brought that combiner out along with Irene, the Autobots would need 1 bot to complete it, and Decepticons would need 5 new bots. So not really fair, Eastlet. I can't see them going with that. I think we'll have to see a different combiner. I think. Take that mortar out. Take those out. This is why you don't keep structures close together with Jazz around, especially that close, within range. Top tip for base design, guys. Keep those defenses far apart as possible. You had a variety of bots. When's Blue Streak in the game? I think another bot that's been asked for quite a bit. Fair point. Fair point there, Dakota. I think that we'll see the likes of, I think, Hoist and Blue Streak. Definitely sort of see in the game, I think. Hopefully this year, I think. Obviously, I don't know for sure. I'm just sort of guessing. They said that there's going to be a few good G1 characters this year. I know we've got Computron, so a lot of those sort of bots. They will obviously come to the game. And yeah, no doubt. No doubt we'll have some decent G1 characters this year. And I think that someone mentioned Hoist in a stream. And like I said the other day about the apes looking a bit shifty and sort of laughing when we suggest things and they want to say, oh, yeah, that bot's coming soon. But they obviously can't. They got to keep quiet about it. And they have this sort of like little bit of silence and then they laugh and they go, yeah, we'll keep it in mind, which usually means we've got it in the works. It's coming, but we can't tell you. And they did that for Hoist. So I presume that Hoist is coming to the game soon. What's my favorite bot? I think everyone that sort of watches my videos and knows from past experience that I love Star Saber. I love Goldfire. Two of my most favorite bots in the game. Star Saber, obviously, I've had for quite a few years now, and I use him a lot in wars. And Goldfire too. I don't think I could do the things I do, or even have even near the scores that I do without them 2 bots. Without those 2 bots, I think I would probably be fighting in Cybertron League. That obviously, honestly, that much difference to my squad. I really do. Oh, I don't like Goldie in the cartoons. Not one bit. Not one bit. I find him really corny. But in game, yeah. Favorite G1 cartoon bot or con? Favorite bot, maybe Grimlock. Maybe. Just for cartoon. Probably Grimlock, I'd say. And favorite Decepticon, Devastator. Without a doubt. Definitely Devastator is my favorite con. Do like Soundwave as well. Rumble, I like a lot as well. Rumble probably a close second, I'd say, maybe. Maybe it's just Soundwave in general. But no, not Sunstreaker, no. Well, like I said, the only reason I'm called Sunstreaker is because I wanted an in-game name, something a bit different than what everyone else had. I mean, there's not many Sunstreakers in Transformers Earth Wars, but how many primes is there? How many? Do you know what I mean? There's so many like Ultra Magnuses and And just bots like that. There's so many of them ones. So yeah, millions. So I just wanted to be something a bit different. That's the only reason I chose Sunstreaker. The only reason. Get rid of them. Let's say with Sandstorm. Pop some outposts. Con stick to that side, bot stick to that side. In-game Devastator breaks my heart. Agreed. I think Devastator is a force to be reckoned with in the game. I don't think, other than Titans, I don't think there's a stronger bot. Could I be wrong? He beat the Dinobots in the movie, so I don't think Optimus Prime could withstand Devastator on his own. That's a good question. Is there a bot that could take on Devastator? Even a combiner? I don't think there is a combiner that can take on Devastator on their own. Predator King, maybe. Another good, really strong bot in game and in the cartoon, yeah. The DJD, yeah, but that's not one bot. I mean, I talk about one bot. Omega Supreme. Could Omega Supreme beat Devastator? That is today's question. Could Omega Supreme beat Devastator? I don't know. Tarn, yeah, Tarn probably could. To be fair, yeah, that's a good shout. Yeah. Overlord, if you go off the Mishima cartoons. If you count Devastation, any of the playable characters count. That's a fair point, Grand Galvatron. That's a fair point. According to Thomas Devastation, he's quite easy to take out. Yeah, Rodimus Unicronus, yeah. He was amazing in that cartoon. He was an absolute beast. He really was. Okay, and then we'll just go Sludge and Six Gun. See how we maybe Springer, I think a bit of healing. Get rid of them a minute. I don't think Devastator fought Omega Supreme. I wouldn't bet on it. I wouldn't guarantee it, definitely, but I don't think so. Let's get rid of these cons a minute. They're starting to annoy me. Just gonna be touch and go now. Yeah, I think I'm gonna need some help, I think. So we'll put Sandy in. Oh, damn. Now we've got a massive challenge to take on the HQ now. Get rid of that a minute. Oh. This is not looking good. I'm going to use some sharks as well, I think. Oh, my days. That is the first loss I've had this event. Wow, that's what you get for power leveling, you see? That's what you get for trying to take advantage of power leveling. Damn. Con victory. Destroyer loves a good con victory. So don't forget, guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you're in that Discord server. There's a couple of links in the chat. Don't forget. We're just 59 subs short now. 59, is it? Yeah, I think 59 subs short at that 1,500 target. Don't forget about the trivia. The trivia is always in Discord now. Always. So I always leave a few hours afterwards so people can... I appreciate the time. Don't forget as well, yeah, worth a mention, guys, that the time of the stream, don't forget, is changing come Monday. It's going 3 hours later than normal to try and help a few American guys be able to get into the stream. So keep that in mind. And I think that come Monday, when that time is around, then I think they may do the questions straight after the stream, just because it is quite late at night. Not taking any chances this time. No chances. Let's make sure. If we don't power level, then there's no chance. They've got no chance. I'll say that. Let's pop that outpost. It's gonna get popped anyway. You might as well pop it. Get rid of them with Hound. Finish them off. Hey, taking chances is okay, just not in elimination mode. Don't take chances in elimination mode. Best bit of advice I can give you. Omega beats Devastator in Omega's secret. Fair play, maybe, yeah. If you say so, I'll believe you. I can't remember that episode at all. I need to watch them all again, to be fair. Again, off topic. I'm actually I've never watched TV series. I never do. I'm not a big series fan. I watch a lot of films. I watch maybe about 1 or 2 films per week. I always have done so. I've watched a lot of films. But I've started watching Game of Thrones and I can't get enough of it, actually. The last TV show that I honestly watched, start to finish, was Lost. And that was a real disappointment at the end. So please, no spoilers. I don't want to be seeing any spoilers in the chat. But yeah, watching Game of Thrones. I'm seeing spoilers. I'll turn the chat off. I'm just going to be narrating. So don't put any spoilers. Okay, that's leveling done. I think we're up to the combat. Yeah, I watched all the machine ones of the week. We watched G1 the very start of lockdown. But we just watched every episode just once, just ran. Didn't take too long, to be fair. I won't watch the films ever again. I've watched the films once. It was enough. And what was the last one? Was it the last? Watched that. Came out of the cinema. Absolutely livid. My wife loved it. My dad loved it. My son loved it. I thought it was appalling, and I was actually quite annoyed. But Bumblebee was good. Bumblebee was actually pretty good. But yeah. Okay. Did I see your Viper images? I did, Grand Galvatron. They do look impressive. I still want to buy one of them plushes off you. You still need to make a Sunstreaker plush for me, and I will buy it off you. I will pay for shipping, and I will pay you for it. I promise you. Commission work. Okay, so we want to get a 4-star again. We've got a couple of freebies first. And I get a 4-star combat. These are just the freebies. You haven't seen the Bay Farmers movies. I'd say they're worth a watch. Here's what my father said to me, and he had a good point. If you watch them not as Transformer films, then they're pretty good. But if you watch it as a Transformers fan, then it's pretty awful. It really is. Yeah, don't watch it as a Transformers film. Watch it a totally different film, and you'll probably enjoy it then. Okay, we'll do the prems first. I presume these prems are got full value, like the normal prems. Never buy prems, guys. Always buy character crystals. I'll say it time and time and time and time and time again till I'm blue in the face. I don't like the toys either from the Bay Farmers movies. I really don't. Fire Drive 2-star. I didn't like the first one. There's a couple of little bits in it that really infuriated me. The fact that they brought in some different bots that they could have used old ones. The fact that they changed Bumblebee to a bot that couldn't talk, and a Camaro. The fact that Galvatron was some weird pixel bot that could change form. That was ridiculous too. The fact that I don't want to give too much away. Actually, I could rant all day and give it. I know it shouldn't be spoilers this time because everyone should have seen it by now, grind time. But yeah, I don't want to give it away. Would you want Sunstreaker at plus screen scale? What does plus screen mean? Oh, it's I'm not sure how big he actually was. I didn't actually see the but yeah. Whatever you scale you think. Oh, 2 stars up to now. What's an estimate on how many 2-star combats? Well, 2,500. half the amount you need. 2 per thing. 3-star, not bad. There's 20. We want some duplicate 4 stars or new 4 stars, really. Tracks done. How big, Greg Galvatron? I'm not sure how big it is. I'm not really be fussed, honestly. I'm not the size. I'm not really that too bothered. Whatever you think, honestly, whatever suits you. I don't want you having to but yeah, have it a project. Put it on the back burner, keep it in mind. And I can show it on the channel as well. 1 3-star up to now. Halfway through. What are we getting? 2-star dupes? Well, that's what I'm pretty much getting. 1 3-star up to now. Two-star. 3-star tracks done. Not bad. Not bad. More combat spark. 2-meter plush pizza. How much would shipping be? The shipping on that would be crazy. 2 meters. Oh, 3-star fire drive. Not bad. Just 4 more left. No 4 stars yet. I can just imagine like a 2-meter plush turned up at my door. Special delivery. 3-star Night Stalker, so quite a few 3 stars. I wonder where dupes go after you get them. I don't know. Into the Allspark. And last one. No 4 stars today. Few 3 stars. Not too bad. Don't think we'll get a 4-star crystal this event. Nope, we won't. We will next event, though, without a doubt. We'll probably get 2, actually. 1-to-1 scale. Jeez. Let's have a look at how much combat spark we've got now. 159k combat spark. Not bad. 187 to get Night Stalker up. That's only 600 real health, so not a crazy amount of health, really. Flak, I don't really mind Flak being such a low level. I'm concentrating on Night Stalker, getting him up, without a doubt. Maybe the 3-star. If Night Stalker goes up what? By 600 health, then the 3-star, we could probably get up a few levels, really. How did I do in the war? Quite poor grind time. It was good against Sai. I get it, you know, it's practice, but it was I did really poor in the war, to be fair. The first time round, I went hard and beat it. I think it was 3rd time round I beat it. Maybe 2nd time round, actually. The second base, I'm sure I pressed hard mode. I think there's a few glitches with it. I don't know. I'm sure I pressed hard mode, but it wasn't hard, apparently. I don't get it. I don't know. A few little things, like I agree that someone suggested in a playtest chat that when you press hard mode, a little notification should come up saying that you are playing in hard mode, or a little notification saying last minute before you go into battle, do you want to do this hard or normal? Because at the minute, if you press hard and you go back to scout the base or choose your squad or anything, you can't go back in. You have to come back all the way out again or go back to the scout screen. It's a bit awkward the way they've done it at the minute. So it needs sort of changing a bit. And then base 3 was just absolutely ridiculous. So what I can do is I can actually show you base 3 because it was base 3. Where's Ozzo? So this is the base that we had to go up against with Prime League effects. So the Billbot heal, launch did more damage, shock tower slowed down for 7 seconds, and we also went on hard mode as well. And this is the base we went up against. When it loads. Hello. Taking its time today. What the hell? Uh-oh. There we go. And straight away you can see there, G metal everywhere. Everywhere. So there was a pretty hard base for base 3 in a war. Because don't forget, you've got Billbots healing, extra damage from missile launchers, shock towers slowing down. You've got 10% health in our defenses, 15% extra defense, extra attack from defenses. So absolutely ridiculous. So yeah, sea of G metal cores. So I think that I lost the first battle because my bot split up. The second battle, I needed about 3 more seconds to win. And then the last battle, one of my blaster went off and got killed quite early, and it really sort of made me struggle the attack, and I ran out of time again. Just the amount of defensive cores that he's got, just trying to get through all that with the extra 10% health as well. So yeah, crazy amount of health. The damage wasn't too bad. It was more the health, just trying to get through it. So if I attacked it again, I think I'd maybe take Otter's Prime just to speed things up by a few seconds rather than walking through the base. But then again, you're using ability points. So yeah, it was a very hard base 3. And a lot of guys struggle with it. But it was a good test against one of the top guys in the game. One of the hardest bases in the game. So yeah, it's a bit unfair grind time having you in with the Sarps guys facing us when we're facing bases like that in base 3. So yeah, it was pretty difficult. But so the next war, which will be in Cybertron, and then come Sunday night, Monday, we should have another Prime League, and we can maybe do some hard attacks. Hopefully, we will see. We will see. Post music intensifiers. All right, guys. Well, I really appreciate everyone for tuning in today. Thanks for joining us. We're back tomorrow, normal time tomorrow, don't forget. But tomorrow is the last stream at normal time. After that, it is to the later time of 11 p.m. UK time. I will change the notification on my thumbnails. I will change it in the community section of my channel so everyone can sort of see the new times. But generally 3 hours from the normal time of the stream come Monday, and we'll at least do a week of that, see how it goes, and hopefully that could be the new time, depending on how many people we get in, and depending on if it suits most people, to be fair. So appreciate everyone watching. Make sure you subscribe, guys. Make sure you're in Discord channel for the trivia later on, and we will see you there. Thanks for watching, and peace out.